Templar Assassin is the final pick, though, into that mid matchup against Shadow Fiend. No doubt a good one at that. Icarus Dive, he's going to be fine, and now Rear's in the face of Visage. Boulder up in 2 seconds. He's doing some good damage. Throws out the Boulder Smash and the roll for the first blood. What a way to start things off with the first spear right here.
And few heroes farm as well as TB, as HFN now. Kind of getting some focus, but it looks like Ninja Boogie is going to be the real casualty.
Nice block right there with the Sprout. Easy kill as a result. Yeah, Nature's Prophet, good rotation, but you look at the build of Shadow Fiend, actually, there you go. Power Treads finish, so we're not going to see that Guardian Greaves build. You know, again, I've just been seeing so much of it recently.
If you had Greaves, but he's going to stick with this while the rest of his team pushes. Weeha and Tavo head up to the top lane and just chunk it down.
Maybe they just figure they can get away with this in the sense that they don't need it because this is somewhat of a greedier draft from TNC, and yeah, Tim's is doing everything he can to survive right here. So Icarus dives away after the toss in, but now he wants to fight because a roll in from right here. He actually gets a nice magnetize off. They will lose Tiny in the back lines, and the chase continues. Weeha, Dota familiar to the north, but they want the real hero. They want Visage, and Visage is going to be killed off as well. So ultimately ends up being a great response.
Yeah, but there are 2 traps in the pit now, and so they're going back in, but they are not going to be able to easily get back out. Tim's is going to have Sunray in 3 seconds, and Reor's coming back in, though he's kind of low on mana.
Supernova in 5 seconds. Can they hold off long enough? The Sunray going to be canceled pretty quickly. We are using the familiar to do so, but he does have Supernova now with the Icarus dive. Expected to come in soon right here as they're in pursuit. They're going to get 1 kill on a Tiny, and they're going for more. The trap's being placed down by TA. There's the forward for both the Icarus dive, but no, Chip goes backwards now. He needs to spot Supernova at the last second. He's going to die. The familiar, though. He doesn't have the mana for it. That makes sense. He will end up going down to the Wrath of Nature, actually finishes him off. First Spirit also killed. Buyback, though, from Phoenix. I suppose now he has the mana, so he could come back in with that Supernova.
He doesn't have to dive now, though. He'll come in with Sunray.
There you go. He's gonna Supernova off to the side. A pretty good placement, actually. Roshan will eventually go down. HFN picks up the Aegis. He's gonna be hit by the stun, but there is not enough follow-up from TNC.
But the 5-man of Chaos is making this Blink Dagger on TA pretty useless. There's no way she can go into it. In fact, she gets caught out by Tiny.
Yeah, that's a bad spot. She was going in for the flank, but they ended up seeing her. He mentioned Tiny with the opening, gets the free kill. She has buyback, but that's the last thing you want to be doing, and not even having the Desolate to finish this we just mentioned. So tier 3 goes down. They're going to still push this because why not, right? I mean, Supernova is ready, so maybe this is why Magnetize on every hero it feels like as well. Supernova plays, they're not going to kill it. They just don't want to run away. Weehaw, can he get out of there? It doesn't look like it. The false promise at the last second will barely keep him alive. Misery going to be the sacrificial lamb because of it. So for now, at least, Weehaw staying alive, but nope, never mind. He will took down after the fact. Tavo also gets picked off, and the hold is successful for TNC. It did require a buyback on Templar, but they make it happen, and now they want to push themselves.
It's going to lose a lot of difficulty, but Reor wants to fight again.
Yeah, he does. Goes in. HFN manning up, though. Guardian Greaves are ready, so look at that. 1 boot for each foot, but they're running away. The Magnetize once again doing so much damage. Misery forced to use a false promise on himself. Gets hit by the Supernova, as does Tiny. Misery, I'm pretty sure, is dead, as is Tiny. They are both indeed going to explode, and the chase will continue. Fire Spirit still going out. The trap slow on Shadow Fiend. Is it enough? No, it cannot get close enough, actually. Avoids in the trees, and we in the backline's able to pick off teams, meanwhile, so bit of a distraction. And did they overstep now? Gabby has to be a little bit careful. Sunder is ready, as well as a Shallow Grave online. I hear the Aegis being taken away, by the way. It's not Weehaw. Well, I guess it was on Shadow Fiends. He's the one playing very defensive. They're going to go after TA, though, as he's going uphill a little bit blind. Armel caught by the Sprout, but melded. He'll be fine again. No support necessarily right here.
It's not going to take that many attacks, but they're contesting it, and Armel is a hero that can definitely contest it, assuming he doesn't get dashed.
Yeah, that's a bit awkward. It's not the easiest necessarily still. So Terrorblade even goes in there. Metaforms in 3 seconds. Does have the BKB ready to go as well. Avalanche already used. Warrior, he's going to go in, put the Magnetize up. Then Aegis is going to be taken by Armel as well. It's going to Roshan kill on top. That's a good start for the Dire team right now. As Metamorph sets up with the BKB, they take out Tiny, toss away. Not going to be enough. Phoenix still going forward. Shadow Fiend's like, I got to get the hell on out of here. He'll TP away, but Tavo, is it going to be the same? Probably not. The Sprout protecting as much as he can. The Crimson Guard only so much. He will go down, though, and he's dead for 40 seconds.
Initiate, but maybe a little bit too far.
Well, let's just call it bait, I suppose. No Shallow Grave to save. In fact, Dazzle, that's because he got tossed in and stunned. He'll Shallow Grave himself at the last second, and he's going to try to TP out in front of them, and it actually works out for the Dazzle. Armel, though, unfortunately, they can't save him, and that's kind of important because he had the Aegis, so not only is that going to be burned, but can he maybe blink out in time? That ain't easy with the Avalanche right there, so he does not, and he is dead. Well, Chaos, they say, sure, we'll take a taste of our own medicine.
I think she should do it. I don't think they should let this Rax go.
Well, maybe now because they're initiating the Supernova run to the Misfit. No, never mind. Not going to be casted off. In fact, down goes Phoenix. He could not get it off. He has no buyback, remember. He's out for 70, and they're not buying back on TA either. In fact, BKB from Terrorblade committed. He doesn't have Metamorphosis, though, so maybe that's the ultimate reason. But then why even try to take the fight at that point? Oh, King Ardea looked like he was going for a toss attempt. Not going to happen, however.
Do you mean to tell me that their stand-in may not be communicating as well?
It's possible. Well, he's going to go in right here and put the Magnetize out, but he's out for 70 now. They do kill Shadow Fiend at least. Familiar is stunning. Trying to go for retreat mode now from Chaos. Again, they got the melee racks top even, so Misery is like, all right, fine, kill me. We got what we want, and we're going to get the hell out of here now.
Because there is really no right answer. It just feels like which is the least wrong answer.
Oh, Terrorblade's like, all right, let's go. Just pops Reflection in the face. And he's just going to do the whole I'm going to run at you strategy. HFN trying his best to get away. Already popped the Guardian Greaves. He's being locked down. They're going to go for the Requiem. It's about to be KB. He does get a Requiem off. That's damage mitigation, remember, as well as damage. Misery went down, by the way. He could get off a False Promise. And they lose the Shadow Fiend for 70 seconds. He's staying dead as well. 2 are staying dead in total. And TNC, they want more. They're going to go for King RD. They're going to get King RD. That is 3 dead.
With no buyback.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That initiation was so lazy.
It was so casual. It was like, all right, I guess I'll Reflection. I guess I'll Metamorphosis. Yeah. I think they should just go for tier 4s. Maybe they don't know that they don't have buybacks.
Well, you see top lane, Nature's Prophet is going to be a distraction, but Phoenix says, okay, I'll come up here and throw out some Fiery Spirits, but as you mentioned, yeah, they don't have that information 100%, so they're going to go play it safe. Yeah,
because the only reason I don't like this is because they can't get top racks because they're still a top tier 2 tower. But yeah, they're gonna get a Rax and a half. Probably?
Crimson. Yeah, trying.
Yeah, Rax and a half. And Gabby's Metamorphosis time's out, so back off and...
Raw going on their side. Well, that can only go so far. I mean, win percentage right now, 18% for them. Definitely makes sense. But, I mean, there's still a chance with that said. In fact, Gabby... Okay, they don't actually see him. He is invis. That's the Sentry Ward on the dire side. They go for Rayer, but now Gabby's going to open. Shallow Grave, Earth Spirit. Going to save him for now. There's that Reflection. Here comes Icarus Dive. No follow-up with the Supernova just yet. He has it ready to go, though. Buyback from Earth Spirit immediately. Supernova, pretty bad placement because they're just going to right-click it down, actually. And now Phoenix is dead, so he has a buyback, but of course no threat of the Supernova. Shallow Grip at the last second, and there's that swap we're talking about with the Sunder for Gabby. Still, he's back to full life. We have a very spread fight here. Poured in from Nature's Prophet, trying to save. Nice job with stunning with the Centaur from Weehaw as well. That Maiko continuing to come into play. The Forest half away on top of that. Is it going to be enough to save them at half-life? Buyback from Dazzle, even these familiar stuns are all over the place, locking them down forever, but it still simply put is not enough. And Weehaw does go down. They cut through that skin of his with Terrorblade. King RD, all right, gotta go now. Avalanche, toss in. Not much follow-up, though, just simply trying to stall. The tier 3 is already dead. Icarus dive forward. Supernova is ready, but choosing not to use it there. Topo's trying to flank somewhat, but there's the racks, and there they go. Just like that, they fall to pieces. In the backline, Supernova's going to be committed because Topo trying to flank them, but now he's on to run away with Wee and everyone else. Swap play from Gabby on the Sunder, and Wee just cannot get away. The stinkiness of that Eye of Scotty. Triple buyback. They're doing what they can. They know this is the beginning of the end. It looks like TNC potentially going to be taking game number 1 here unless some insane last stand from Chaos.
Nature's Prophet, go make a quick base race play. Oh wait, your items can't do it. These auras are looking real pretty though. They're not taking that much damage when they're all grouped up like this, but I think you'd rather be dealing damage, not mitigating damage if you're Chaos right now.
Yeah, it's not much they can do. Again, their damage output is not nearly enough of a threat. Gabby, another Sunder. I almost thought he had that 25 talent, but nope, it's just the natural Sunder cooldown. Fast enough though, Weehaw False Promise. We'll save him for now. Probably should stay alive in the end. In fact, Shallow Grave also saving the Earth Spirit on the other side. And
they're proceeding.
Like I said, gotta go Olin at this point. Shadow Fiend, man, he's had the same items for a while now, too. It's just, they've been not able to progress. Okay, well, they kill TA, so she has a buyback at least.
And they get a Scythe on Tim's.
Supernova, that's going to commit to it. Will they be able to kill it off? They're having trouble with it for the time being. Requiem does go off, though, too, and Supernova does not go off in time. They do kill Phoenix. Out for 100 seconds. TA bought back, though. Now RML back into the fight. False Promise and Misery. I don't think he's living through that. Just too many right clicks. Dead. Ninja Bookie. Shallow Grave will save him, though. Buyback from Oracle, but he's going to be so far away, and that will be it. GG is called. So, Chaos, they created it there in that fight and gave themselves what seemed like a glimpse of hope, but quickly closed by TNC.
Is it Oh, okay. So King RD is actually going to be playing the Wyvern, and Tavo's going to be playing the Tiny.
Yeah. Look, this is deadly. This is a tri-lane that will kill you, as they're going to show right here, in fact. Tavo, I mean, you're just dead. What can King RD do? It's just like, I can stay over here and Splinter Blast again in a couple seconds, but that's it. Eventually, the auto attack.
Oh, he salves.
That's
wow.
Yeah, that was never going to work. I'm still just in shock that they let this get through all the way to the final pick. And they're just going to go again, because why not? Misery, he doesn't even have Snowball yet. He's still level 1, so it's yet another kill. Make it 3-0. Tavo, he's probably dead. Frost Shield. He's got another dagger in 4 seconds. He's going to Blink Strike in and just simply needs to cut him down. I mean, they're running a tri-lane into this now, and that's still not working.
I mean, on the bright side, Ninja Boogie is out of oh no, he's got a mango. Oh my god, the aggression, it never ends. They're going in again.
Why not? Yeah, let's just keep their foot on the throttle, they say. Frost Shield, because again, what reaction do you have on the other side? In fact, I'm almost surprised Wyvern chose not to get Cold Embrace, although maybe that wouldn't have been the biggest difference maker. As I'm talking about this, though, they're kind of fighting back somewhat, but King RD, Blink Strike on him. He goes down. Misery will get the turn kill onto the Wyvern, or onto the Lich, excuse me, at least, but now they're going to go for Tim's even. Avalanche connects slightly, not the most damage, though, so cannot finish the job. Getting those Burning Spears specifically. So it is still Kunkka on top as a 5-minute boundary and are here, though, and they're fighting for it. No surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Gabby, he's in the midst of it with that
TNC fighting?
Yeah,
what?
Shocker, I know. In this series, we totally didn't expect this. They get the 1 kill on Tusk. They're going to go for the second on Tavo. Wyvern, stay away, Wyvern. You do not want to be a third victim. And that he does just stay away, so.
And as is Grimstroke, they can migrate to other lanes, like this mid lane, as now we have the X moat combo on HFN.
Yep, pretty sure that's a kill. He's got the double bracer, but it is not enough. The haste rune. So both supports on either side being useful. Back to the bottom lane. Tavo, he's pulled in and every which way. The Avalanche saving him initially. Frost Blast, though, and out with the Stork of Fate. Do so there. Good.
And Tim's might be a victim in the bot lane.
I'm going to go with probably. Yeah, he's
he doesn't have the mana for TP.
Oh. Jukes the shards.
No, he's dead.
Still dead. No.
Anytime that you see Huskar just kind of like twiddling his thumbs, it's kind of stressful for the entire team because you're like, when are you going to start creating pressure on the team? And it may be once he completes his armlet, which he's the courier.
By the way, this top lane.
Oh yeah, was something going on up there?
Well, I was just, honestly, that was amusing. Very well played by King RD, first off. And if they especially kill Armel in return, he goes for the tiebreaker attack and it hits, but it's not enough damage, and they indeed are. So ends up being a 2-for-0. They were hunting Wyvern for a good 30 seconds up there in the trees. They finally got him, and then he cursed. As middle lane, by the way, that was an RP used on Huskar. HFN push back with the inner fire, has some damage and the regen kicking in, but it is not enough. So finally the RP comes out, and it does set up the kill eventually.
They're looking organized, and they may find Tavo.
Yep, going to be a guaranteed find Tavo. Although he's able to, he actually blinks first and throughout the Avalanche, so it's almost like maybe he didn't realize initially or he's trying to react as far as being jumped. Either way.
I think it looked like a warding mission initially, and it was like, oh, nice, I found supports trying to ward. So the entire enemy team is inside your jungle. But still, like, have we seen very many life tricks as all as now fight breaks out, RP comes out.
That he just used the ultimate. The Weaver just used the time lapse before that as well, so he's going to survive for the time being as Zal got the snowball on top of that Winter's Curse, trying to save the day. They do kill Tim's right there with the Splinter Blast, but they lose Huskar in the end. So at least Weaver is able to survive. Tavo, what are you doing, buddy? Decides to go back in. I guess that's the play. Just distract him. But X is up in a second. Kunkka choosing not to chase further, though. What's going on up here? Gabby, he jumped up, gets the kill on a Wyvern. Now he jumps back down. Going to kill Misery on top of that. This is a very scattered fight right now. Not sure what to think of it. Triple kill for Gabby, though. I suppose we're thinking TNC is fairly happy with the outcome, but...
You kill a support, but... like the Templar, Phantom, why do I keep calling her Templar? The Phantom Assassin can immediately converge.
Weaver's in trouble. He ran right into a Shadowblade Kunkka, and here's the combo coming out. The ship connects. Cannot get enough time lapse. No.
Silence
was on him, yeah. And why would you try to fight this after your Weaver just died, guys? This seems dangerous. Gabby, he's trying to find
the real question is, why were they trying to fight after the Aegis Claim? Double damage rune. Oh, wait, no, not double damage.
No, it looks like
a lot of damage in general.
It looks like it. He's attempting to accomplish at least, but back to the middle lane, the dagger coming out. HFN, he's keeping his distance, or trying to, but that's a Phantom Strike for you. And he is dead. Gabby, he's in, but again, he has an Aegis, he has a BKB, he doesn't care. Tiny's gonna die, and he doesn't have a buyback on Tiny. Huskar does. And, Wyvern, that's a dagger.
He
He just curses the Kunkka. Yeah, Cold Embrace will save him at least for now. Kunkka still has the ship as well.
Nice
They do kill
RP.
Wyvern after the fact, though. RP to thank for that. And there's the combo of Grimstroke, a Lich, and they're just going to call GG. TNC will dominate in Game 2 here, and they do take the series 2 games to nothing.